Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 8. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya, for the deliverance, sadhunam, of the devotees, vinashaya, for the annihilation, cha, and dushkritam, of the miscreants, dharma, principles of religion, samsthapana arthaya, to re-establish, sambhavami, I do appear, yuge, millennium, yuge, after millennium. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. Please repeat. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. Purport. According to Bhagavad Gita, a sadhu, holy man, is a man in Krishna consciousness. A person may appear to be irreligious, but if he has the qualifications of Krishna consciousness wholly and fully, he is to be understood to be a sadhu. And dushkritam applies to those who do not care for Krishna consciousness. Such miscreants or dushkritam are described as foolish and the lowest of mankind, even though they may be decorated with mundane education, whereas a person who is 100% engaged in Krishna consciousness is accepted as a sadhu, even though such a person may be neither learned nor well cultured. As far as the atheistic are concerned, it is not necessary for the Supreme Lord to appear as he is to, it is not necessary for the Supreme Lord to appear as he is to destroy them, as he did with the demons Ravana and Kamsa. The Lord has many agents who are quite competent to vanquish demons. But the Lord especially descends to appease his unalloyed devotees, who are always harassed by the demoniac. The demon harasses the devotee, even though the latter may happen to be his kin. Although Prahlad Maharaj was the son of Hiranyakashipu, he was nonetheless persecuted by his father. Although Devaki, the mother of Krishna, was the sister of Kamsa, she and her husband Vasudeva were persecuted only because Krishna was to be born of them. So Lord Krishna appeared primarily to deliver Devaki rather than kill Kamsa. But both were performed simultaneously. Therefore, it is said here that to deliver the devotee and vanquish the demon miscreants, the Lord appears in different incarnations. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita of Krishnadas Kaviraj, the following verses, Madhya Lila, chapter 20, texts 263 and 264, summarize these principles of incarnation. Srishti hetu je murti prapanche avatare, Sheshwar murti avatar naam dhare, Mayatita paravyome shabar avasthan, Vishve avatari dhare avatar naam. The avatar or incarnation of Godhead descends from the kingdom of God for material manifestation. And the particular form of the personality of Godhead who so descends is called an incarnation or avatar. Such incarnations are situated in the spiritual world, the kingdom of God. When they descend to the material creation, they assume the name avatar. There are various kinds of avatars such as Purushavataras, Gunavataras, Leelavataras, Shaktyavesh-avataras, Manvantar-avataras, and Yuga-avataras, all appearing on schedule all over the universe. But Lord Krishna is the primeval Lord, the fountainhead of all avatars. Lord Sri Krishna descends for the specific purpose of mitigating the anxieties of the pure devotees, who are very anxious to see him in his original Vrindavan pastimes. Therefore, the prime purpose of the Krishna avatar is to satisfy his unalloyed devotees. The Lord says that he incarnates himself in every millennium. This indicates that he incarnates also in the age of Kali. As stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the incarnation in the age of Kali is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who spread the worship of Krishna by the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy names, and spread Krishna consciousness throughout India. He predicted that this culture of Sankirtan would be broadcast all over the world from town to town and village to village. Lord Chaitanya, as the incarnation of Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is described secretly but not directly in the confidential parts of the revealed scriptures such as the Upanishads, Mahabharata, and Bhagavatam. The devotees of Lord Krishna are very much attracted by the Sankirtana movement of Lord Chaitanya. This avatar of the Lord does not kill the miscreants but delivers them by his causeless mercy. So, as we said in the beginning, yesterday was the appearance day of the Krishna's brother Balaram, and next Saturday, 16th of August, is Janmashtami, Krishna's appearance day. Now we have to understand what kind of celebration this is. In India, fortunately, it's still a national holiday, but we should not be just happy with that, because the understanding of what Janmashtami is being quickly forgotten in the mass population. Nowadays, many people, especially in our Sanatana Dharma, they celebrate all these festivals as social functions where people get together, chit chat, have some Bollywood music in the background, exchange sweets, shop for clothes, wear new clothes, and that's it. That's about the extent that the festival goes. So, this is very degraded, nonsensical way of celebrating this festival or any of these festivals. We need to understand the significance of what this is. Therefore, Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita why he comes. Three things he is mentioned here. Paritranaya sadhunam, to protect and deliver the devotees. Vinashaya dushkritam, dushkrita. So first of all, sadhunam. Again, many people have different understanding of what a sadhu is. During the Kumbh Mela, the definition of sadhu the people understand is Nagasadhu. That's all. That's not definition of sadhu. It's not about how what tapasya he does, or where he is, or how he's externally appearing. Sadhu is, in fact, the word. What is the meaning of the word sadhu? Sadhu means good. Sadhu means good. So, what is good? Because everybody has their own understanding of what good is. So good, this criterion for judging anything good or bad, right or wrong, should be Krishna. What he decides, that is good, not what I decide that is good. Because in this world, especially so in Kali Yuga, the understanding of good and bad is muddled. We don't understand actually what is good and what is bad. We think sometimes we are doing good, although we are doing bad. For example, some philanthropists try to open schools, right? It's considered a good thing because education, people get educated and then they can fend for themselves. But What kind of education is being propagated in the modern educational system? If we examine closely, in all the subjects that the children learn, where is the understanding of God? Where are they learning about God? Where have we learned about God in our school? If anything, we were asked, and the children are asked, not to bring God into the picture. Hide your tilak or kanthi and all these symbols you hide. We are secular. We will all meet together. Religion, you keep it as a private optional exercise in your home because it doesn't make a difference whether you believe it or not. We will teach you science. Maths 2 plus 2 equals 4 works whether you believe in God or not. So let's learn maths. Let's learn science. The hypocrisy in that is the reason that maths works, the reason that science works, the reason that any law that we learn in science and geography or politics or whatever, the reason the law works is because there is a lawmaker. We are saying, oh, chlorophyll, this is how plants are making food by sunlight and water. Yeah, you are describing what is happening. But who made that happen? You made? No. I made? No. No, nature. They say nature. Then I like to always keep it at the impersonal understanding. Nature. What is nature? What is nature? It is like a machine, when you switch on the washing machine, it will move and it will do so many things. One button. You don't have to worry about it. After half an hour, you come and the thing is done. So, yes, the machine is doing it. So, nature is like a machine. But who is pressing the button? So, we are systematically taught how to forget God. This is called dushkrita. This is not sadhu. This is not good. This is atheistic education. Hiranyakashipu, the father of Prahlad, wanted to legislate this kind of education. In fact, not only wanted to, he was having this kind of education where it was all devoid of God consciousness. So that is not education. That is propaganda. So we are being fed a propaganda. Okay? We were not educated. We were brainwashed. In fact, it is not, I don't even use the word brainwash. I want to use the brainwash in a positive sense because brain should be washed actually. Brain is dirty. Cheto darpanam marjanam. Our brain is dirty with so many wrong misconceptions about ourselves, about God, about creation. So actually the brain must be washed. But the brain is even more made dirty in this so-called education system. Prabhupada mentioned that he called them slaughterhouse education. Oh. What is that? Madhya? No, not Madhya. In 1:122, you can see. Here, in this purport, he mentions, where is it? Yeah. The whole system of education is geared to sense gratification, and if a learned man thinks it over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. Learned men, therefore, must be cautious of this age, and if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali Yuga, they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisharanya and accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. The ship is the message of the Lord Sri Krishna in the shape of the Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is what we have to do. This is real education. So sadhu means devotee. Dushkrita, vinashasha dushkritam. Who is dushkrita? Krita means one who has done something meritorious. One who has done something substantial. But dushkrita, it is not good. Something which is bad. It requires merit to do something even bad systematically. For example, the nuclear bomb was dropped, right? In Japan. It requires intelligence to create such a bomb. So it is krita, it is meritorious. So it requires a great scientist, nuclear scientist, in fact, not one, many, put together to come up with that nuclear bomb and the plane to drop it from. So all that requires great engineering acumen. But what is the end result? Widespread destruction, accelerating the miseries that are already present. Death is already one of the miseries. You make it even worse. So is that a good use of intelligence? That's a misuse. So that is called dushkrita. So demons are not just people with some horns, red eyes, and fangs. As we see sometimes, in our movies. So that's not demon. Demon means one who is Vishnu Bhakta Smrito Daiva Asuras Tad Viparyaya. Dvau Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin Daiva Asura Evacha. So two kinds of living entities are there in this world, the godly and the demoniac. Those who are Vishnu's devotees, only they are godly. What about if I am Shiva's devotee? Well, not classified as godly. You may say, oh, what is this? Well, there are examples of devotees of Shiva, of Durga Devi, of Brahma, who are classified as Asura. Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He was not classified as Daiva. But you will never find an example where a devotee of Vishnu is classified as Asura. Never. If he becomes a Vishnu devotee, he immediately becomes now Daiva. Now you see, Hiranyakashipu was a great devotee of Lord Brahma. Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Now Hiranyakashipu's son, Prahlad, when he became Vishnu Bhakta, he became now Daiva. He became sadhu. He is no more considered as Asura. We never hear the word Prahlad Asura. We never. Bhakta Prahlad. So if you see systematically in any, like Ravan was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Hanuman was a great devotee of Ram. Whom do we pray to? Whom? Hanuman. Not Ravan. Now you may say, okay, that is one example, but there are many Shiva devotees who are, who are not like Ravan. The thing is, Shiva himself, if I am a devotee of Lord Shiva, Shiva himself says I am a devotee of Krishna. The thing is, we do not listen to what Shiva has to say. Then what kind of devotee I am? If I am not even listening to what my master is saying. So this superficial, sentimental attachment to some devata, that will not help. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kamaistaister hritagnyana prapadyante anya devata tam niyamamasthaya prakritya niyataha svaya. Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods. Demigods means devatas. They are not gods. God is only one. Mattah parataram na anyat. Krishna says, there is no one equal to or above me. Asama urdhva. Asama, sama means equal. Asaman, there is nobody equal. And urdhva. Above him, there is no one. He is called asama urdhva. So, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. He is emphatically declaring it in the Bhagavad Gita. If we think, sometimes Hindus accuse the Hare Krishna devotees of being like a Abrahamic religionist. Oh, you are speaking like, Muslim or Christian, you're saying one God. Our Hinduism is full of many gods. You are going against the very fabric of Hinduism. Okay, you're talking so much about our religion. Have you read the Bhagavad Gita before you speak? This is our challenge to them. Have you read the Bhagavad Gita once? If you read, any brain if you have, you will never say that there are many gods. Until we have read, yes, people will talk all nonsense because they don't know better. Okay, fine. But if we read Bhagavad Gita, we will understand immediately that Krishna is the only Supreme Personality of Godhead. There's no doubt about it. He's saying, okay, you see, Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavatyalpamedhasam devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. You see, he used the word alpamedhasam. Medhasa means brain, intelligence. Alpa means very less. Those who have very less intelligence, that means who are not very intelligent, what they will do? Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. And even the devatas, whatever they are giving, they cannot give anything on their own. They have no power. You see what he's saying? Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah shraddhayarchitum ichhati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tam eva vidadhamyaham. I am in everyone's heart as the super soul or Paramatma. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Even if I want to become, say, Ganesh Bhakta or Durga, worshipper of Durga, worshipper of Shivaji. So Krishna makes us devoted to that particular deity. Why? Why does he do that? So that at least we hold on to one of the parts and parcels of Krishna, so that we don't go out of Vedic perimeter. So that at least some faith you will have. Although we don't have faith in Krishna, okay, fine. You have faith in my devotee who is the Devata, okay, at least start there. That's why he does that. But you see, he's saying, Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktas Tasyaradhanam ihate labhate cha tatah kaman mayaiva vihitan hitan. See? Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. Krishna is the one who is giving in the background. For our optics, it's the devatas who are giving it. We feel like that. But in the background, Krishna is making the arrangement. If he does not sanction, the devatas can give nothing to you. So in this way, we have to understand what is the real purpose behind all the system of worship that is there. Now, dushkrita means those who are meritorious but in the wrong way. So who do not surrender to Krishna, who either surrender to devatas or who are atheistic, or all these are considered dushkrita, different grades of dushkritina. And Krishna classifies them, those who are against him, he classifies them like this in the 7th chapter. Namam dushkritino mudhaah prapadyante naradhamaah mayayapahhrita jnana asuram bhavamashritah. All these are asura mentality. What is that? Those miscreants, means those who act wrongly, who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. 4 classes. What is that? Dushkritina, who are meritorious but wrongly meritorious, negatively meritorious. Mudha, very foolish. Prapadyante naradhama, namam prapadyante, so they do not surrender. Who? Naradhama, the lowest of mankind. He is using these words. Sometimes they accuse us, why are you using words like rascal and nonsense? You should not use these words sitting on the seat. You should use nice, good words. You're talking in a temple, whatever you're talking. We are repeating what Krishna is talking. In fact, if anything, we are sanitizing a little bit. We are making it a little bit less. He is using, you see what is using? Naradham. What is Naradham? Lowest of mankind. In fact, this is still somewhat nice. Shvavidvara hoshtra karai. Shvavidvaraha ushtra karai. Samstuta purusha pashuhu. These are the words used in Bhagavatam. Dog. Shva means dog. Vidvaraha means pig. Ushtra means camel. Khara means ass. The Bhagavatam calls those who are not devotees of Krishna as these four animals. Not only these four. There are other slokas. Snake, frog, what is that? Goat. Nowadays they like to use goat. Oh, greatest of all time. Right? Greatest of what time? You become goat. Actual goat. Bakra. Because we are being slaughtered by Maya. We think we are some great, achiever. But what we are? We are being slaughtered. Balidan. That kind of goat we are. So, Naradham Maya apahrita jnana. Some people are very educated, sophisticated, but all their knowledge is stolen by illusion. You will see among the scientists, actually Albert Einstein was much more saner because he at least believed in God. He read the Bhagavad Gita also. But nowadays you see scientists, the more you become so-called intelligent like that, the more you disbelieve in God. Maya apahrita jnana. All the big doctors, anybody who has achieved something in education, they immediately, the first thing they do is throw God out of the picture. This is all. So this is called Maya apahrita jnana. Those whose knowledge is stolen by illusion. Asuram bhavam ashrita. So they have atheistic viewpoints. And what is atheistic viewpoint? (16:8) Asatyam apratishtham te jagadahuranishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kamahaitukam. They say, the demons say, that this world is unreal. Asatyam. Apratishtham, with no foundation. There's no pratishtha. There's no God. It's just happening. Why? There's no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire. If you see every, insects or animals or humans, it's because of sex, thing that's going on. That's the foundation of everything, the creation. That is nothing beyond that. There's no foundation. There is nothing more than that. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. This is exactly what is atheistic viewpoint. It does not matter if I go to the temple, but if I maintain this viewpoint, recently, not recently, about a year or so back, Chandrayaan mission happened, right? They went to the moon, so-called. Now, ISRO scientists are very clear that, see, in the West, maybe they may or may not believe in God, whatever. Before our every mission, we go to Tirupati, go to the temple and pray for the success of the mission and then launch the rocket. So we have no doubt that, God, by the blessings of God only, this can happen. Now, it sounds all nice, unless you see it from the viewpoint of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. There is a fault in that. What is the fault? That if I believe in God, if I understand that there is, God, and He has His arrangement. Now, in the Vedas, there are descriptions of moon planet. So many, there is moon god there is Somarasa, there is a drink there that if you take, you will become very, very strong, very long-lived. Forget about it, air is not there. Now they're going to Chandrayaan mission, their air is also not there. Now you must question why the scriptures are saying like this and why there is, this kind of, our cameras are showing something different. What is the question at least? In fact, Bhagavad Gita says, Abrahma bhuvana lokam punaravartino Arjuna. More important than all that is that even if you go to the topmost planet, forget about moon, topmost planet, if you go Brahmaloka, down to the Patal, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. What is the point going there? So I should not even build a rocket in the first place. What am I doing? All that going to moon is just to show off to the other countries of the world that we are technologically advanced, to show some power. There is nobody interested in the moon. They can't even get anything there. Krishna has created in such a way that they cannot get anything substantial, something productive there. If I bring back some rocks and, in fact, they did not bring back, the machine is lost there, so-called. So even if they bring Apollo 11, oh, they say they brought some rocks and mud and all that. If a child goes out and picks some mud and stones and bring it to your house, the mother will scold him, what you nonsense, you're dirtying the whole house. And then now the scientists, with all their intelligence, all their PhDs, they're going and bringing stones and sand. You think that is a big achievement, even if you brought that. What is the point in that? We have to understand the bigger picture. Have we solved the problems of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, which are the main cardinal miseries of human life? If we have not made any advancement in that, we should immediately see the farce in that so-called advancement. But we are all, how to say, appreciative of meaningless achievements. Like Elon Musk, he put a rocket and then he brought it back, right? He caught it with the chopsticks, he says. Now, yes, some 9 million lines of code he wrote, his engineers. Now, it is a great feat. We're not denying the engineering marvel that it is. What is the point? Already Bhagavad Gita says, Tetam bhuktva svargalokam vishalam kshine punyam artilokam vishanti. Those who go up to the heavenly planets, they will again come down. What is the point? Is it solving any problem, real problem? So this is called dushkritina. They are meritorious, but it ultimately ends in meaningless pursuits. So, wanted to show something, just slipped out. Okay, never mind. So we have to understand that dushkritina is not just somebody who does some crime, or those people are only dushkrita. No, even the so-called meritorious in this world is like that. Yes, this is what I want to show. There is a beautiful verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is how we should understand what is good and what is bad. Yeah. Amandodaya daya. So this verse, Helo dhunita khedaya vishadaya pronmila damodaya Shamya Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chittarpitonmadaya Shashvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya Madhurya Maryadaya Shri Chaitanya Daya Nidhe Tavadaya Bhuyada Mandodaya. So you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, daya. Daya, there are two things, seva and daya. Sometimes people say, oh, I want to do seva for people. No, it's technically wrong. Seva is something you do, you offer to a superior. Daya is something you do to benefit somebody who's inferior. They say manav seva. No, if you are helping someone who is in a worse off position than you are, then that is called daya. When we are doing for somebody greater than us, that is called seva. Now, those philanthropists who have more money, they want to do something for people who have less money or no money. Now, that is daya. Now, in this material world, if we don't take to Krishna consciousness, all our daya becomes mandodaya daya, manda udaya daya. Manda means bad, sometimes also called slow. So manda udaya means from that daya comes a bad result. If I suppose want to distribute free food, to help the poor, but if I distribute meat in that food, I am actually sending them to hell. That's not supposed to be done like that. In fact, anything other than prasadam is sinful, as we understand from Bhagavad Gita, even if it is vegetarian. So that is called manda udaya daya. But amanda udaya daya means the mercy which actually brings about good result, which is auspicious. Manda also means inauspicious. Amanda means auspicious. So you see, O ocean of mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let there be an awakening of your auspicious mercy. You would consider that mercy is automatically auspicious. No, sorry. If somebody is drowning in the water and hey, somebody is drowning, I want to save him. I also jump, but I don't know how to swim. Out of good feeling, I want to help. I have a feeling of wanting to help. Feeling is not enough. Because if I jump now, tomorrow newspaper, 2 people died will come out. But if I use some brain and send somebody who's actually capable, then yeah, boy saved or something. So that is called mandodaya daya. If I want to help, but I don't know how to help, then I will also drown along with them. So that is called inauspicious mercy. I want to be merciful, but it ended in an inauspicious result. So here the prayer is, let there be an awakening of your auspicious mercy, which easily drives away all kinds of material lamentation by making everything pure and blissful. Indeed, your mercy awakens transcendental bliss and covers all material pleasures. It is more than any material pleasure. By your auspicious mercy, quarrels and disagreements arising among different scriptures are vanquished. This is a prayer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we take shelter of his mercy, what is meaning of taking shelter of his mercy? He has given us this holy name, chanting Hare Krishna and the signs of Krishna in the form of Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Then all the disagreements and quarrels arising among different scriptures are vanquished. Your auspicious mercy pours forth transcendental mellows and thus causes the heart to jubilate. Everything becomes happy. Your mercy, which is full of joy, always stimulates devotional service and glorifies conjugal love of God. May transcendental bliss be awakened within my heart by your causeless mercy. So, actually, we can expand very greatly on this verse, but the point is, Amanda Udaya Daya. The actual meaningful charitable activity is to spread Krishna consciousness. Charity means, or charitable work means, to help alleviate the miseries of people. If we give food to a poor man, okay, that is what we are trying is to mitigate his misery. But we should understand that why is he even suffering in the first place? Why is he put in a position that he has no food to eat, or they have no money, or no education, or whatever? Why are they in that situation? Because of previous sinful activities, previous papa. So how to purify them? How to make them happy? Because everybody is a son of God. Krishna says, what is that? Aham bhuta, aham bija pradah pita, sarvayonishu kaunteya. Of all species, I am the seed-giving father, Krishna says. So if he is the father, we are all his children. If father is so rich, why is the son suffering? Because the son has gone away from the father. Now, if we bring him back to the father, he will have no more worries. So that is the real charitable activity. That's the real beneficial activity. So we should give Krishna consciousness to the people. We should ourselves adopt it, take it seriously, and give it to others. So Krishna comes to do this. Dharma samsthapana arthaya. Paritranaya sadhunam, yes, protects the devotees. Vinashaya dushkritam, yes, kills the demons. But once he goes back to his abode, then who is going to protect devotees and killing demons? What happens? Who does that? For that, he establishes an order, a nice arrangement that is called dharma. By dharma, devotees will be protected, demons will be vanquished, everything is there. A guiding principle, dharma samsthapana, is the real mission of the Lord. So when we are celebrating Janmashtami, means we should celebrate that he has brought this dharma for us to save us. What is that dharma in this Kali Yuga? Yuga dharma is Harinama Sankirtan. He has brought the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he has descended in the form of his Nama. Not only in Kali Yuga, every Yuga the name is there, but especially so in Kali Yuga, other methods will not work. Previously, people used to meditate in the forests. in the Satya Yuga. That is not possible in Kali Yuga. Very expensive, costly fire sacrifices were performed in Treta Yuga. That is not possible now. And of course, the Brahmanas have to be absolutely pure, and the mantras have to be chanted with impeccable clarity and pronunciation meter, and with not only that, with tejas, with the power of the Brahma tejas, it should be chanted. Then there is power. People, we see in our Puranas, our Ramayana, Mahabharata, sometimes sage gives some benediction or a curse, and people are scared of a curse of a sadhu because their tapasya is so strong that when they say something, nothing can obstruct that, whether they bless or curse. Nowadays, people say whatever, nothing works because no tapasya, no strength of tapasya. So the mantra works by the tapasya of the practitioner. So that is also not possible in Kali Yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, so in the yajnas, you have to chant all these mantras very nicely, very not just pronunciation only, but the tapasya, the tejas, Brahma teja. Now that is not possible. Dwapar Yuga, there is extensive temple worship. Like you see the relics of temples in India, big temples, massive, old buildings now, right? Centuries old. To maintain that, you need hundreds, thousands of people to keep it clean and serve the deity and make it so vibrant and preach the glories of the Lord from there. You need hundreds and thousands of people. That is also not possible nowadays. But this Sankirtan, chanting, and in some countries, it will be even difficult to even do anything openly. Like in China, our devotees, they have to hide and do it. Even if they do in app, that chat apps, you will be blocked if you preach about God. That much the surveillance is going on in China. People are interested, but government is like that. So this will be the position more and more in Kali Yuga. It will increase everywhere. So the chanting of the holy name is the perfect form. In fact, easily can be performed by anyone and everyone, even a child. Now, to understand the potency, the power of the holy name, there is also scripture, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Krishna has left this world 5,000 years ago, according to our material vision. Now, where did the dharma samsthapana go? Where did the dharma go? Krishne swadhamopagate dharma jnanadibhi saha kalau nashta drishamesha puranarko dhunodita. This Bhagavad Puran is as brilliant as the sun and has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Puran. We have to take to the reading of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These books will actually revive the dharma. People are very much into darshan. In Tirupati there is a huge arrangement for darshan, right? Even if you go Ayodhya, recently, devotees also went for the darshan, big arrangement, so long queue, and you have to. Darshan is good. Okay, you are seeing the Lord. What did we understand? What did we understand about the Lord by seeing? Our seeing is imperfect. We're not saying don't take darshan, but more important than darshan, which is being neglected, is shravanam. Shravanam is the first thing actually in the whole bhakti. Shravanam, kirtanam, Vishnoh smaranam, archanam. What is the pada sevanam? Pada sevanam is where the deity worship comes. Even looking at the fourth, the first thing, especially in Kali Yuga, is shravanam. First item of bhakti is shravanam, not even darshanam. We have to hear about what the Lord is saying. In fact, this verse says, Shrutekshita pathaha Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hrit saroja Ase shrutekshita patho nanunatha pumsam Yadyadhyata urugaya vibhavayanti tad vapuh pranayase sadanugrahaya. You see? Oh my Lord, your devotees can see you through the ears by the process of bona fide hearing. Bona fide hearing. Hearing from the right source, from the sampradaya, from the proper guru, not anybody and everybody. And thus their hearts become cleansed and you take your seat there. If we want Krishna to sit in our heart, recently the Jhulan Yatra we sang Antara Mandire Jago. Please awaken in the temple of my heart. Or Mama Mana Mandire. Please be seated in my heart. We are inviting the Lord. But he will not come if the seat is all dirty. If somebody is coming to your house, guests, what you will do? You seat him on a dirty sofa, or you will clean all the place, everything before the guests come. Right? So if Krishna has to be a guest in our heart and sit in our heart, if you want to invite him into our heart, your heart is full of dirty nonsense. Why he will come and sit there? We have to cleanse. But how to cleanse? We have to take Krishna's help only. Chant his name and then he will cleanse our heart. Not only chant, we have to hear the topics about Krishna, the instructions given by Krishna, and the pastimes of Krishna. We have to hear. You see? Oh my Lord, your devotees can see you through the ears by the process of bona fide hearing. And thus their hearts become cleansed and you take your seat there. You are so merciful to your devotees that you manifest yourself in the particular eternal form of transcendence in which they always think of you. So this is how the Lord, you see another, I'll show you. Pravishtah karna randhena swanam bhavasaroruham dhunoti shamalam Krishna salilasya yatha sharat. Srimad Bhagavatam, the sound incarnation of Krishna. What incarnation of Krishna? The sound incarnation. Krishna can incarnate in the form of sound also. Not only Dashavatar, or when we say avatar, he can do his avatarana. Avatarana means one who descends. Avatar means one who descends. Avatarana means to descend. If you know music, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, this is arohana. Sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa, this is avarohana. So the ascending and descending. So this is done by the Lord when he descends from the Vaikuntha to this material world. That is called avatar. One who climbs up is called atar. Atar, avatar. So avatar means when he comes here for our benefit. In the spiritual world, in the Vaikuntha, he is not called as avatar. He is called Prakasha, Swamsha, Vibhinam, not Vibhinamsha. What is that? Vaibhav Prakash, Vaibhav Vilas. There are so many technical names, but it's never called avatar in the spiritual world. Vishnu, in the Vaikuntha, he is known as Narayana. Vishnu means one who enters. Vishate. Yad tad Vishnu. So one who enters this prison house of darkness of the material world to enlighten us, to save us, then he is called Vishnu. When he enters this material world. Avatar. So, anyway, he can incarnate in many ways. Okay, before I will come back here, you see. Like we had a Namavatar, right? So, Shaili, Darumayi, Lauhi, Lepya, Lekhya, Chasaikati, Manomayi, Manimayi, Pratimashta, Vidha, Smrita. The deity form of the Lord is said to appear in 8 varieties: stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, the mind, and jewels. So he can incarnate in all of these. In fact, he can incarnate even more. Namavatar. What is that? Kalikale Namarupe Krishna avatar. Um, 1722. Yeah. You see, Kalikale Namarupe Krishna avatar, Nam hoite hoy sarva jagat nistar. In this age of Kali, the holy name of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, is the incarnation of Lord Krishna. Simply by chanting the holy name, one associates with the Lord directly. Anyone who does this is certainly delivered. Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtan. So from Golok Vrindavan, Krishna has descended in the form of his holy name so that we can touch him. By our tongue, just by chanting, we can touch the Lord. And when we hear the name, that is called Shravanam. And he also speaks. He speaks. So that is called Grantha Avatar. Krishna comes in the form of book also. That is also his avatar. Why it is said? You see, Krishna Tulya Bhagavat Vibhu Sarvashray Prati Shloke Pratyakshare Nana Artha Koy. Tulya means what? You know what is Tula, right? Tula means the weighing balance. Tulya means equal. Krishna Tulya Bhagavat. Krishna is equal to Bhagavat is equal to Krishna. Bhagavatam. This is called the Grantha Avatar of Krishna. In any religion, you see, they revere the book. In Quran, in Islam, they revere the Quran. In Christianity, they will revere the Bible. In Guru Granth Sahib, in Gurudwara, you will see Guru Granth Sahib is revered. That's because the word of God and God are non-different. In fact, Veda na maniya, Bauddha hoita Nastik. You know, Nastik means what? Atheist, right? Who is atheist? It is not said that those who do not believe in God, they are atheists. No. Those who do not believe in the Vedas, they are called atheists. Veda na maniya, Bauddha hoita Nastik. Vedashraya, Nastikyavad, Bauddha to Adhik. The Mayavadis, Mayavadis means, Shankaracharya, he started this Mayavad Sampradaya. Shankaracharya himself is a devotee of Krishna. But he was asked by Lord Narayana to preach a deviant philosophy from the Vedas in order to bewilder the Buddhists. This is a whole mission, this is a long story, I don't have time to explain everything. But Shankaracharya preached this Mayavad philosophy. It is not his fault, he was ordered to do so. But the philosophy is fully faulty. Because he said, we and God are one. Now we have not gotten moksha, but once we get moksha, we will understand that we are one, that same God. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. He misconstrued these words and presented a philosophy saying that we and God are same. Now we do not know we are God. When we get moksha, then we know that we are God. You, I, we all are same. We are all one. This is Mayava Advaita philosophy. Now they are taking shelter of the Vedas and preaching Nastikyavad. You know what is actually Nastik? Asti means what in Sanskrit? Asti means present. There is. Nasti means na asti. There is not. So there is God who say they are called Astikya. That's all. Nastik means those who say there is no God. But sometimes they say, oh yes, I respect God. But they don't believe the Vedas. They don't take shelter of the Vedas. They don't have any reverence for the Vedas, which is Krishna has given the Veda Purana Kalila. He has given, it's his own words. If I believe God but not his word, what is my belief? What is my respect? If some great person comes, even if an elderly person comes, if I respect that person, will I not listen to what he's speaking? Out of respect, I should listen, right? Not that he's speaking and I am doing whatever. Right? So if I do not respect what God is saying, where is my respect for God? Why I should not hear? Who do I think I am that I don't need to listen to God? I can figure out everything in my life. What can I do? So we should read Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, coming to temple, all this is just show. We are wasting time. If we are not taking it seriously, it should become a daily affair. Every day we should read. Our temple is very different from other temples. You go to any other temple, today afternoon, there was one gentleman who was saying that, he goes to the Ram temple in Changi, Rama temple. So I said, see, very good you are going. What are you learning there? My question was simple. What are you learning there? You're taking darshan, very good. Yes, there is a nice big Hanuman Murti there. Beautiful. But apart from that, what are you learning? Are they teaching anything? Temple is a place where it's a spiritual university. We have to learn. Who am I? Who is God? Why am I here? Why am I born? Why do I die? Nobody wants to die. What happens after death? What happened before birth? What is my situation? If I don't even know where I belong, who am I? Then what is the point of coming to a temple? What is the point? So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, once he was praised because he started an institution in India called Gaudiya Math. Gaudiya Math. So Gaudiya means the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Math means monastery. So in that institution, he opened 64 temples all over India. Of course, Prabhupada eventually opened 108 temples all over the world, and now there are more. Now, when he opened so many temples, one gentleman, he praised him. Oh, you have done tremendous work. You have translated so many books, so many scriptures into, Bengali and English language, and he was getting them translated to Hindi also. So you have done so much, and you have established so many temples. Especially he praised his opening so many temples. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you know what he said? My real achievement will be when I can build a temple in everyone's heart. Now it sounds like, oh, very nice, oh, well said, well said. No. Let's actually closely examine that. Because temple is a place where we come and associate with devotees so that our own devotion increases and our heart becomes cleansed. It becomes like a temple so the Lord can sit in our heart and we can meditate. When Hanuman showed Sita and Ram in his heart, that's not some mythology. Let's stop using that word mythology when we say Ramayana, Mahabharata. Hindu mythology. This. I want to slap anyone's face who says that word. Why is it myth? Why is it myth? Why we should say it is a myth? That is reality. Our life is a myth. We are thinking that everything is without God. That is a myth. What we learned in school is a myth. Why our Ramayana and Mahabharata should be myth? Whoever has come up with that nomenclature is a rascal of the first order. And we should not subscribe to that rascaldom. That's not myth. So Hanuman actually showed Sita and Ram. But if I do the same thing, what will happen? I will die. Now the surgeon, cardiac surgeon, he open heart surgery, open heart, what is there? There's no Sita Ram there is no Radha Krishna there. So it's not just some story that Hanuman did something. No, he actually showed. He was confident. He actually tore open his chest and showed. So this is actually the position of a person who is a devotee. He can constantly see, but how can the Lord be seated in our heart if our heart is dirty? So our heart should become a temple. And then, just like Hanuman gave darshan of Sita and Ram in his heart, the temple of his heart. The pure devotee does that and he can show Krishna to everyone. You see Prabhupada, before him, so many people went to America, wrote Bhagavad Gita, commentaries. Nobody became devotee. Nobody became devotee. Before Prabhupada went to America, 700 editions of Bhagavad Gita were there in English. Not a single devotee. Everybody was, good book, good book. Yeah. Okay, what are you doing about it now? What are you doing? Are you devotee? What did you understand then? So, but when Prabhupada presented as it is Bhagavad Gita, immediately there were so many devotees. Now we are still reaping the benefits of it. So he can not only see Krishna, he can show Krishna to everyone. Just like Hanuman showed Sita and Ram, Prabhupada is showing Krishna through his writings. The books that he wrote, the translations of the Bhagavad Gita that we are reading now, Bhagavatam, these are his ecstatic outpourings of his heart. Not simply some mental speculation. He is speaking on authority of Shastra. And he is presenting Krishna. So when we read his books, we also can see Krishna. Prabhupada said in every page of the Bhagavatam, you can see Krishna. And that is true. So that is how we become. So Bhaktisiddhanta, when he said that I want to make every heart, build a temple in everyone's heart, that is the real project. That is the real temple building project. That is true. What is the use? I mean, if we have a temple, at that time there was a temple in Calcutta. Big, costly, nice temple. and built with marble and everything. Gaudiya Math. That was the main temple of Gaudiya Math in Kolkata. So he said, there was some devotees who were not behaving properly, and there was some infighting among devotees. And he was saying, I rather would want to sell all the marble and print more books and make more devotees. That means his main project, even in we are not saying we should not have temples. No, we should have. But the core bhava of the temple is the Shravanam Kirtanam process. To come to the temple means to be associating with the Shravan Kirtan process. Prabhupada says, what is that? 152 here. See. माली होया करे से बीज आरोपण श्रवण कीर्तन जले करो सेचन. Sechan means watering. It is sprinkling water. When a person receives the seed of devotional service, he should take care of it by becoming a gardener and sowing the seed in his heart. If he waters the seed gradually by the process of Shravan and Kirtan, hearing and chanting, the seed will begin to sprout. You see here, to live with devotees or to live in a temple means to associate with the Shravan Kirtan process. If we are just coming to temple, we are not interested in Shravan Kirtan, we are not coming to temple. Officially, our body is coming to temple, we are not coming to temple. Likewise, if we go to any Tirthasthan, if we just go there and do some, entertainment stuff and come back, that is not real visit to the holy places. But the beauty of this, our scriptures, is that if we have the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in our home, all the holy places are in our home already. Everything is in our home. All the great devotees, the presence of the great acharyas will be in our home. Because you will see in the Bhagavatam, all the conversations of Narad Muni, Lord Shiva, what he is speaking, what is Bhishma Dev speaking, Kunti Devi is speaking, what the Prachetas are speaking. All the great sages, Dhruva Maharaj, what he spoke, Prahlad Maharaj, what he spoke, the gopis, what they spoke. Great sages. All of that is there. Bali Maharaj, who sacrificed everything to the Lord. So all of that is there in the Bhagavatam. So we should read every day. This is what will make us a proper devotee. Everyone should read. It's not that, he has aptitude for reading, so let him read. I have aptitude for another service. No. Whatever service we are doing, we should all read. Then whatever service we are doing will become better in quality. Even if you are cooking, for example, I'm cooking. If I know the science very well, if I know all the nice pastimes, how, for example, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, nice pastimes about cooking for the Lord, so many nice, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Raghavendra Jali, there are so many. So if we know all those pastimes, or even, the Vidura, when he gave banana peels to Krishna and Krishna ate, what is the real ingredient is the devotion, right? So if we are devoted, and then we understand, not that, I'm doing something great, or if I'm, suppose lecturing, I'm speaking very nice. No, we just have to repeat so that we purify ourselves and we purify the audience. It is the purification factor is not the speaker, it is the message. We just have to repeat the message. You see? Then whoever is there, everybody gets purified. So whatever we do, if we read, then we can stay Krishna conscious and we can help others become Krishna conscious. Tathapi kirtayam yanga yathamati yathashrutam kirtim hare swam satkartum giram anyabhidhasatim. What is the other verse in the 4th canto about like this, purifying the speaking purifies the speaker? You were showing something. 4:22:19 is it? In spite of my inability, whatever I have been able to hear from the spiritual master, from the Guru, and whatever I could assimilate, I am now describing in glorification of the Lord by pure speech. For otherwise, my power of speaking would remain unchaste. This is 10:116 is one, the questions. There's another in 4th chapter, I think. 4:22:19, right? Yeah. 4:22:19. Sangamah khalu sadhunam ubhayesham cha sammatah yat sambhashana samprashnah sarvesham vitanotisham. When there is a congregation of devotees, their discussions, questions, and answers become conclusive to both the speaker and the audience. Thus, such a meeting is beneficial for everyone's real happiness. Then 10.1.16. See, Vasudeva katha prashnah purusham strin punatihi vaktaram prachakam shrotrim statpada salilam yatha. The Ganga, emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu, purifies the three worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. Similarly, when one asks questions about the pastimes and characteristics of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified: the speaker or preacher, he who inquires, and the people in general who listen. So the speaker is speaking, the message is just like a waterfall, it descends, right? So the Ganga is coming from the Himalayas down. Actually, it is not only from Himalayas, it is coming from the Swargalok, from the topmost, above even Brahmaloka, it is coming down. So it is purifying as it is falling down to lower and lower planetary systems. In fact, it is not just it goes into the sea and finish. It goes down to the hellish planets also. This is the story of the mystery of Ganga is there in the Bhagavatam. So, like that, the waterfall. So from the speaker to the inquirer to the listeners, everybody, it purifies everyone. The Harikathamritam. So that is how we have to purify ourselves, Harikatha. So please take this seriously in this for Janmashtami. So get Krishna into your home in the form of the Bhagavatam. You have to have Bhagavatam at home. It's a set of 18 books. Don't be afraid of Bhagavatam. Only who are afraid of Krishna? Rakshas. Rakshas people are afraid of Krishna. Why you should be afraid of Bhagavatam? Oh, such a big book. Oh, why are you afraid? You are Rakshas or what? If I am devotee, I should accept Krishna. Krishna, please come to my home. Padau yadiyau prathamadvitiyau tritiyaturiyo kathithau yaduru nabhistatha panchama eva shashtho bhujantaram doryugalau tathanyau kanthastu navam navamo yadiyo mukharavindam dashama prapullam ekadasho yasya lalatapattam shiropitu dvadasha eva bhati तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम. So Bhagavatam, it is said, these three verses are from Padma Puran. What is it saying? That the first two cantos are the feet of Krishna, and the second, third, and fourth are the thighs of Krishna. Fifth is the navel of Krishna, Padmanabha. Then sixth is the chest, the heart of the Lord. The seventh and eighth are the two arms of the Lord, Bhujantaram. Then Kanthastu Navam Navamo Yadiyo, the throat of the Lord, the neck of the Lord is the ninth canto. The smiling face of the Lord is the 10th canto. The 11th canto is the forehead and the Shira. The head is the top portion of the head is the 12th canto. In this way, Krishna is the Bhagavat, Krishna Tulya Bhagavat. The entire body of Krishna is the whole Bhagavatam. So we should, and apara samsara samudra setum bhajamahe Bhagavata Swarupam. He is Bhagavata Swarupam. So this is how dharma samsthapana happens. He has come in the form of the Bhagavatam and he is maintaining religious principles. We should take. Sometimes, oh, how much? $350. $350. So much. Oh, how can I? Your ticket to India, how much is it? You're going back and coming back. How much is the ticket? How much is the TV in your house? How much is the handphone in your hand? How much is the monthly school fees for the children? You compare that with 350. And with that money, what will happen? We print more books so that we can educate even more people. This is how our dharma will spread. In Christianity, it's called tithing. You have to give 10% of your income, whatever your income, 10% you have to give to the church. We are not even asking that. We are asking membership $51, $101. This is 1% of your income, maybe, or less. We should contribute to the Lord. Why we should not? We should contribute for the dharma. Otherwise, our wealth will become our Just like, Ravan. What is the meaning of Ravan? He wanted Sita without Ram. Sita is who? Lakshmi Devi. If I want Lakshmi money without God, no, I won't give to God. I want Lakshmi myself. Then I'm Ravan. I'm who? Ravan. So I should gladly give whatever I have. In fact, we are not even asking. Take the Bhagavatam, take the books, all the books in fact, and become member. Contribute. We have a monthly scheme. All this, what we are doing with that? We are trying to do more and more dharma prachar. It's not only for Indians, it is for everyone. We should reach out to the Chinese people here. Majority are Chinese. We should reach out to them and help them with this understanding, with this knowledge. So much work is to be done. So for Janmashtami, celebration of Krishna's appearance means we should celebrate the dharma samsthapan process. Otherwise, it is not celebration. What are we doing? We're insulting God. We're insulting Krishna. Krishna, thank you for coming. Okay, I got some prasadam. That's all. We should participate. In fact, Krishna said, Arjuna, you, even if you kill or not, they are not going back home in this battlefield. Everyone is going to die. You be an instrument in my plan. So Krishna's dharma will spread. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Prithivite ache jata nagaradi gram, sarvatra prachar hoive mor naam. In every town and village, this Harinam will be spread. Nobody is going to stop that. Nobody. But if I contribute to that mission, I will become glorious. My life will become glorious. My life will become successful. That is what we have to work towards. We have to participate in the mission of the Lord favorably. Anukulyena Krishnanushilanam Bhaktiruttama. So, for Krishna's birthday, just like, when we attend somebody's birthday today, there was one boy's birthday, in the afternoon. So, all the guests came. They celebrated here in the temple very nicely. So, they came and gave gift to the boy, right? We do that. Anybody's birthday, we go and give gift. Krishna's birthday, what gift we are giving? What gift we are giving? No, Krishna doesn't need gift. He is God. No, what gift he needs? He doesn't need. When we give Krishna, then we will benefit. Naivatmana prabhurayam nijalabha purna. He is nijalabha purna. He has everything. Whatever you have also, he gave you. Manam janada vidusha karuno vrinite yadyajjano bhagavate vidadhita manam tachatmane pratimukhasya yatha mukhasti. The Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always fully satisfied in Himself. He does not need anything from us. Therefore, when something is offered to Him, the offering by the Lord's mercy is for the benefit of the devotee. For the Lord does not need service from anyone. To give an example, if one's face is decorated, the reflection of one's face in a mirror is also seen to be decorated. So if we decorate Krishna, then we will become decorated with good qualities. So we have to serve Krishna for our benefit. If we at all desire our own well-being, we should serve Krishna. We should be very liberal with Krishna. We should offer our everything to Krishna. Pranair arthair dhiya vacha shreya acharanam sada. We should give our life, our money, our wealth, our words. We should promote Krishna's mission in this world. See, this last verse. Yadatra kriyate karma bhagavat paritoshanam jnanam yattad adhinam hi bhakti yoga samanvitam. Whatever work is done here in this life for the satisfaction of the mission of the Lord is called Bhakti Yoga. What is the mission of the Lord? Dharma samsthapana. Or transcendental loving service to the Lord. And what is called knowledge becomes a concomitant factor. So this is what we have to do. Our life should be to satisfy the mission of the Lord. So satisfying mission of the Lord means we take the books, implement in our family first, reading, and then share it with others and contribute to the temple. So that we all together can work towards, because if we have to do the dharma prachar and we have to earn money, we have to do everything. How is it possible? Whole society should come together. Those who are earning money, they should contribute to those who are actually preaching. That is called varnashram system. The Brahmanas, they'd never work for others. All they do is teach others, help them how to come out of this suffering of birth and death. They have no time to work and earn money. The others must support that mission. The Brahmanas are not there to have big fat bellies. I'm not talking about the Brahmanas in India who are birth-based Brahmanas who do that. I'm talking about qualified Brahmanas, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Okay? The qualified Brahmanas, what their business is to relentlessly preach, to relentlessly teach the people how to come out of this suffering by taking shelter of Krishna. So they have no time to do earning money. So those who are, they should contribute. Unreservedly they should contribute. Why there should be any hesitation at all? All our wealth is given by Krishna. It has to be, at least some portion of it has to be offered to Krishna. So in the Janmashtami, let us cultivate the right mood, how to welcome the Lord in our heart, into our homes, in the form of book, the Bhagavatam. Take the Bhagavatam. Those who don't have, take it and start reading. Oh no, what if I don't read? Never mind, let it be there. Every time you see it, the book is inviting you to read. One day you will pick it up. And once you start, you will never be able to stop. Become a great devotee and life becomes successful. This is how we make our life successful. Take it seriously. Don't be a cursory attendant in the temple. No. Become very serious devotee. We want your suffering to end. Don't think I'm angry with any of you. No. I'm speaking like this. No. We are the most well-wishers of you. That's why we are talking in a strong way, so that we really take this to our heart. Okay, I'll stop it here. Any questions or comments on this topic? Huh? What is that? (10:327). What is that? No one in this material world has become free from the four principles: birth, death, old age, and disease, even by fleeing to various planets. But now that you have appeared, my Lord, death is fleeing in fear of you. So, I mean, people go to other planets, Elon Musk. Somebody actually commented on the live stream when I was telling about Elon Musk and all that. Brahma Bhuvanaloka, yeah. So, okay, we'll stop it here then. So, I hope, you will take this seriously and take a Bhagavatam and become member if you are not. Contribute to the temple, please. And let us all together as one family work for Krishna. Okay? Thank you very much. Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Gaur Preman.